money isn't a top value for me in my compatibility with the man, so I wouldn't ask those kind of.
Yeah, really? You're
Yeah,
gonna date a homeless
let me
guy?
see your wallet.
You
Like,
gonna
let me
date
see
a
how
homeless
much you're
guy?
making.
Wouldn't date
You gonna date a homeless guy in a box who lives out of his car?
because of hygiene issues, probably not. But I
No,
mean,
he has
you don't
great
have-
hygiene.
I'm
He
not
just
going
has
to be like
$0
Lauren over
and you're
here.
gonna have to support him forever.
Wealth and status are not on my top 5 priority list.
That's fair.
Really? So just so I get this clear, a homeless guy has really good hygiene. You'd be willing to take care of him forever?
No, I didn't say that. I said
No,
wealth.
you didn't say that. So wealth,
like
or the
extreme-
ability, the ability to take care of yourself, the ability to make money is on your priority list. It's kind of foolish, in fact, to say that it's not, right? Of course it is.
No, I mean like. You know,
It's just not
$1
high.
million. I don't have a
get
number.
it.
Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter
So
what.
you'll date a guy who works at McDonald's?
I think McDonald's is poison, so I probably wouldn't for health reasons.
You don't
Not because of the money, right?
but yeah, I would date like a ranch hand or
$6.77
somebody that was in
an
school.
hour.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
risk of what they're
Yeah,
doing
so
with
Wait.
$6.77
Wait, do you-
an hour
do you-
worker.
Do you want to get remarried?
I would like to get married. Yeah, but I'm really low
Or, well,
maintenance.
not remarried, but do you want to get married?
I would like to get married.
Wait, you're low maintenance?
Like my monthly income with 3 kids is like, or my monthly expenses are like $2,500.
Okay.
It's really
With
not.
Three kids?
Yeah, like we're really my daughters work. Like I don't know. It's
Wait,
just
do you
not
get,
that important to
you
me.
get child support?
I
From,
don't get child support. I never took him to court until recently for some other reason related to my son not liking his girlfriend, but he doesn't
Oh,
pay
okay.
child support.
I see.
And that was just last year, and it's been 8 years since we've been split up. It's really unfortunate that he doesn't. He's just not a great guy, and it's sad.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that. I just, to kind of, I don't mean to belabor the point, but
I've
I
just
do
never
think
been
that
after
if you
someone
have-
for money.
If you have tons of social responsibilities, in this case, 3 children that you have to look after, your maternal instinct is there to look after these children. I assume that you love and adore them and they are the priority of your life, right?
Yeah.
So if this is the case, then of course, why would you want to get together with a bum or with somebody who would
I didn't say I want
refuse to?
Get with the bum, but I don't need to be with the
Right.
CEO, you know?
Well, but you're kind of playing to the 2 extremes, right? So there's a distinction here, though, that we don't need to look at the 2 extremes of you're a bum in the street or a CEO to note that you would still probably prefer a guy who made 6 figures a year. Of course you would. Why wouldn't
Well,
you?
my grandma used to always sound like my grandma. She used to always say you could fall in love with a rich man just as easily as you could fall in love with a poor man. But I don't necessarily find that true. Sometimes I feel like guys with money they have different priorities than me. They care about status, they care about cars, they care about buying me like expensive bags. I don't want that stuff. I really
What do you
don't
want?
like
You
it.
want them to care about you, right?
They want them to care about me. I would rather have like life experiences. I don't have anything fancy. I don't want anything fancy. I think it's a waste of money.
But you realize this creates a double entendre for men. The double entendre it creates is, I want a man to be focused on me, care about me, show that he loves and appreciates
Yeah.
me. But you know how men do that. How do they do that? They usually do it by saying, okay, well, I'm going to go accumulate an amount of money and wealth, and then I'm going to utilize those resources to take care of you. That's how they show that. How they don't show it is by going, oh, baby, you're the best. You're so gorgeous. You're the best in the world. And I can't wait to spend time watching this gay soap opera with you, right? They don't do it that way.
Yeah.
What
I
they
guess-
do instead is they focus on the accumulation of resources, and then them sharing those resources with you is how they show that they care a lot about you.
Right, but there's like douchey rich guys, and there's guys that have money that don't act in a douchebag way. So I think that,
Totally agree.
you know what I mean? So
totally
I
agree that
I
that's
wouldn't want
true.
someone who's like flashy, I guess. Like I wouldn't.
You can lie
I could-
too. There's a lot of facades
Right.
nowadays. Like
And-
people be like, "Oh, I'm not homeless. I make a lot of money," and then they pull up in a hoopty doopty,
Yeah.
and you're like,
There are some things I care about, but I don't think I would ever put an actual number on how much like I need my person to make when there are other
Yeah, but
priorities.
I don't think it's necessary for you to put an exact number to note that if they had all of the qualities and additional money on top of all the qualities,
Yeah, it would be
that's-
nice. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt.
Right,
But
it
that, I'm
wouldn't
not
hurt,
looking
right?
at.
So
I'm
that-
not
I mean,
looking
that's
for
the
it. I'm
point.
not seeking it out.
I feel like you guys are kind of arguing the same point here. I think like the whole point in the body count conversation is to say, like if this man is asking what your body count is, it's not to be like vulgar. It's to see like, okay, if this woman has a high body count, she has some inconsistencies within her dating pattern. So maybe her and I are going to have a short-lived relationship based on like these frequent people she's sleeping with. But I think it's the same way you would ask, like, how many partners have you had in the past? You would ask, like, oh, what do you do for work? Because these are, like, different value sets that people have, right?
But a man would also ask the woman, what do you do for work? So I think that's just
Yeah.
general conversation.
Right, yeah. So that would also be within, like,
Yeah,
that
but
general
wait, hang on.
conversation.
Yeah, I agree that that could be general, general conversation. But that doesn't mean that they're asking each other the same question. Even if it's identically phrased, that doesn't mean they're actually asking each other the same question. They could mean very different things by what they're asking by that question.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I guess it's also what your intention is when you're dating somebody. Are you dating to just hook up with somebody? Are you dating to have a short-lived romance? Are you dating to get married? I mean, these are all very different things. So some people, might be entitled to a little bit more information than other people regarding maybe even your job and your income too, Maybe you're just planning on taking this girl out on the boat for a weekend and then not ever talking to her again. So she doesn't really need to know that much about your life. But maybe you want like something more serious with her, so you would, strive to have more deeper conversations about
Well, actually,
things.
this is a great segue. So I assume that you would think that it was important if a man, his intention was to just sleep with you and then never talk to you again, that he let you know that that was the case.
That would be great. I don't think guys do that a
that would. I
lot.
mean, that would be fantastic, right? Because otherwise, he would be wasting your time, right?
And I think girls should probably do the same thing. Like, hey, I'm just here for a good time, or
Yeah,
hey, I'm looking
or
for
if
something
you-
more serious. Is there something you want to
Sure, or
ask
if you
me,
don't
or
fit my
things
preferences,
you want to
if you don't
talk
fit my
about? Yeah.
preferences of body count, or if you don't fit my preferences of body count, you're wasting my time by not disclosing that information. I have to find it out
you
later.
guys both have
That would
to
be
have the same
thing, right?
You have to both have the same preferences, the same intentions, and the same values. If not, it's not a good match. So you should both move on anyways.
Yeah, right. But to my point, right? If you think that it's pertinent for a man to say, "Listen, look, baby, my plan here is just to take you out on my yacht, and we're gonna bang, and then I'm never gonna call you again," right? You would prefer that he was upfront with that. That makes total sense to me. Why you would prefer that? Because you don't want your time wasted by some boy, right? Okay, that's fair enough.
I think a lot of times.
But-
Okay, go ahead.
But the flip side to this is, but the same thing's going to apply to a man who's like, look, I really want to know how many dudes you've slept with before I pursue this relationship, because otherwise it's a waste of time. Doesn't that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes sense if the intention for the relationship that they're pursuing with you is more value, like a marriage or engagement or long-term dating. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
But you both have to match on that, is all I'm
Maddie,
saying.
can you read these?